I love coming down here and walking by the water. It's so soothing, especially with finals coming up. Ugh, I can't even begin to imagine all the stuff I need to do. Luckily, we get to celebrate our 1 year together right after they're done with.
I know. It's pretty cool we get to see this anytime we want. Thankfully, I only have 2 finals to take, since I was able to get ahead early in the semester.
You've always been so smart.
Listen. I need to be honest with you about something. And I hope you don't hate me for it.
Okay, what's going on? You make me so nervous when you start your sentences out like that.
So, the reason why I haven't been able to hang the last several weeks is because I've been going to church. Well, not actually church because it's technically a young adult group, but still, it's been very fun and it's such a good time every time I've gone. There's this feeling I get that I can't shake off when I leave.
Okay, so what are you trying to say?
I know you've had your experiences before, growing up in church and whatnot, but I'm telling you, this is not that whatsoever. There's genuine people our age there that are looking for a purpose and a deeper connection. Like, I've been needing that for so long, I didn't even fully realize it until the first time I went.
You can't be serious. You joined a church, young adult group thing, whatever it is. Are you serious? It's like you haven't been paying attention to me the last year and a half that I've known you.
I'm trying to be careful how to talk to you right now, because I don't want you to feel like I'm abandoning you for some type of religion or other people. Trust me when I say this is different, babe. You know I've never been a religious person at all, but I've also never shut my mind off to it. And now that I've been exposed to this whole other reality, I decided to make a decision. I've given my life to Jesus. I've decided I want to live life different and experience life from a whole other perspective. And I think this will be life-changing for us. Babe, I know I'm just at the beginning of this whole new thing, but I believe you can love it too. We can do this together.
Do you know that in your stupid little book it says you and I literally cannot be together at this very moment anymore? I hope you know what you're doing. I mean, this is it, Liam. All of a sudden, almost 2 years worth of shared experiences and tons of great moments and ups and downs and laughter, it's all gone. Dead. You have killed this relationship, you idiot.
Babe, I understand how you're feeling right now, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can make this work. I want it to work. Please?
I can't even talk to you right now. Please just take me home. And I don't want to talk on the way there. I just need space and silence. How am I even supposed to make a freaking decision? On one hand, he's the person I don't ever want to be without. I mean, he is it. There's no one else for me out there. He is my person. But on the other hand, he committed relationship sabotage, and I'm starting to wonder if he even wants this to work, or if I'm just a badge on his religious belt, some kind of success. As to say, hey, look at me, I converted an atheist, and I even managed to marry her. Okay, I know that sounds really warped of me to say, but you know how crazy people can get.
So I hear you, and you're free to make whatever decision. But I will say this. After knowing you for a few years, you tend to make decisions in the moment that aren't the best for you. And I'm only saying this right at the start to rip off the Band-Aid. And because I love you.
I know I don't have the greatest track record with these sorts of things, but this one is different. I can't just sit around waiting to make a decision.
Right, and this is something really important, and I'm just here to listen, and if you want my advice, I will give it.
Thank you, Leah. The world needs more people like you. Here's what I'll do, I think. Just meet up with him at the park later, and we can just hash it out.
Well, you could try that, or, maybe...
Maybe what? What's the point of waiting?
Maybe you just give it a few days. Tell him you just need a few days to think things through. I'm sure
He'll what? Be happy I'm leaving him in all this suspense?
he'll be very understanding. He wants this to work, remember?
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, I have to go study, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, talk to you later.
I should text Jordan.
I know you and Sarah have been together for a long time and that you have a desire for this to work out. And I would love for it to work out. But at the end of the day, what should really be happening here? What is the Lord saying? Do you think it can be fruitful moving forward?
I know that she's been through a lot, but I also know that she's a very strong person, capable of overcoming anything that comes her way. And that's without being a Christian and having the Lord guide her.
Well, strength comes from many places, man. I'm not doubting that she's strong. I'm not doubting that she has strength. But the Bible is very clear when it talks about being unequally yoked. When you have two oxen yoked together, and one is weaker than the other or shorter than the other, and the stronger one starts to pull, they just start going in circles and nobody gets anywhere. And I don't want that for your life, and I know it's not what the Lord wants for your life or her life. So my question is that even fair to her? If you're heading this direction, she's heading that direction, is that fair to try to keep this thing together? Is that what the Lord would want for you or for her?
No, I guess not. But she's free to do whatever she wants, though. It's not like I'm pressuring her directly or even trying to do anything close to that. I'm simply saying this can work. Maybe. I generally just want what's best for her.
I know you do. Could and should are not the same thing. Could it work? Maybe. Should it work? That's a whole nother question. And you need to take this to the Lord, man. This is all going to be a lordship issue. It's not about my opinion. It's not about your opinion. It's about his opinion. What does he think about this relationship? How would he respond in this situation? So what I want to encourage you to do is I want you to pray about it. Take a couple days, think, maybe even fast, and ask the Lord, what should I do in this situation?
You know, I got really triggered by what he told me, and I think I know why, but gosh, it just bothers me so much that it does that to me.
Well, the truth is, before I got saved, I was also walking around with all this stuff inside that was causing me to live the way I was. I was pretty depressed most days, and I don't want to get so spiritual or whatever, but the Lord, along with the help of a good friend, were able to highlight so much junk that was in my life. I think you need that too, and I'll be that friend if you'd like, but the bottom line is you can't keep living with the stuff inside.
You know, I think I heard that from my old youth pastor from way back, but at that point, everything in my life was falling apart. I couldn't even take the time to think about it.
Yep. There's a real enemy not wanting you to be free, you know?
You really believe in all that devil being real stuff? You think it's legit?
Oh yeah, he's a silent killer, but he's so obvious once you learn to recognize how he moves. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You can change a lot about yourself, but at some point, mindset changes, behavior changes, and all that stuff won't really get rid of it all. It doesn't bring real freedom. It'll still linger and come back to haunt you in one way or another. There's only one real way out.
What? Go to church? Give God more money?
You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, and I'm terrified. I mean, how can I commit to the one thing that broke me? It's literally insane.
Did it really? Or was it something else?
He was drunk, and he was also going through a divorce, and he had just lost his job. It's not the same thing.
Pastors aren't immune from the pitfalls of human nature. Nobody is. And I'm sorry that happened to you from a person you should feel safe to be around. Forgiveness is not a pass on what they did. It's a a letting go of what's been killing you on the inside. And he will be judged by God. And I hope he's repented and changed for the better.
Well, he's not here anymore, so guess we'll find out at some point.
No way, I didn't know he did that. I'm sorry. Hey, maybe we should just pause here. I don't want to cause all these things to start bubbling up if you don't want to. It can be intense.
I think it's time.
What about Liam?
We'll just have to be friends. I don't even know if that's the right thing to do. I don't want to just be friends with him, but I think it's what I need right now and for my future. It is killing me to say this, but it's what I need to do. So, what now?
I have been praying and praying for you. You have no idea. I know this might be a little weird for you, but can I pray for you?
I appreciate it, but I think I just need to go for a drive.
Okay. Love you. Here if you need me.
So good to see you. Come in.
You always know how to make me feel welcome.
That's what I do. So what's up? Want a drink? We have it all tonight thanks to the wonderful Ashley.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass. I guess I'm just not in the mood tonight.
Oh, come on, not even a little cup.
Thanks, but no, I've still gotta drive home.
Oh, please don't worry about that. You can crash here. One of us will call you or order you a ride. Whatever it is, I got you.
Please, I just want to relax tonight.
I guess.
Fine, okay, but just one cup.
I knew you'd cave. Old habits die hard. You finally reunited with your little red friend. Glad to have you back.
Thanks, but, I think I'm done here.
Dude! Seriously? You didn't have to do all that! Gosh, you've always been kind of a jerk.
Good to know what my friend really thinks of me. Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, before I say what I'm gonna say, how have you been? I know I was pretty harsh and not myself a few days ago.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting that reaction, but I was anticipating a similar outcome, so I've been okay, I guess. Been buried in test reviews to keep my mind off of it. Sort of. What about you?
Well, I've been going through a swirl of emotions and decisions about what to even do with my life. It's like that moment opened up Pandora's box. Is that how you use that word? Anyway, I've been doing a lot of searching in my mind and my heart. Leah has been super helpful with all of it. In a lot of ways, I don't like that moment happened, but in other ways, I'm really grateful for it. I know it sounds weird, but it makes sense to me. You have no idea the amount of garbage that has come up because of that, and I'm getting to deal with it now, little by little, but it's a start still.
Yeah, I've been going through the same thing. Not trying to compare or anything, but I realize I'm far from who I thought I was.
I know, I feel the same in a few different ways. And so, because of that, I know that we have a fun, good, solid history together, which is the sucky part.
What do you mean?
Sucky because I thought that we were headed in one direction, and now I'm not so sure what's gonna happen.
Just give it to me straight. What are you trying to say?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know what I want to say. I mean, I know what I want to say, but what I need to say is more important. Okay, honestly, I really want this to work too. I mean, you're amazing, and I love your family, but I wouldn't be doing myself justice if I just kept going on this way without dealing with all the broken pieces of my life.
Wait, did you get saved? You got dunked too?
I'm on a journey, is what I'll say.
I see. That's pretty awesome. Honestly, I want what's best for you. You know that. Well, now what?
I don't know what's gonna happen, Liam. I mean, school's wrapping up for the year, and I think I need to go back home for the summer. I also think that maybe it's best if we just pump the brakes here and maybe see if...
I get it. No need to say anything else.
Could you please just let me finish?
Sorry. I'm just... Never mind. Go on.
I know that this isn't what you want, and ultimately it's not what I wanted either, but...
I know. I'm just caught up in the fact that this is the best possible outcome. But, man, do I wish you were on the other side of this, and this was a different conversation.
Here's what I was gonna say. Maybe, if this relationship is something that we're meant to pursue, we could just let it happen organically.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, you know.
This is for the both of us.
Yeah. Whether with each other or without, we both have to go through this process.
True.
Here, let me walk you to your car.
Thank you for understanding. I know you'd do the same for me.
Over and over again. Let's go.
The flowers bloom in springtime, the leaves fly in the fall, but we